Hey fam, it's the IQ Factory, and today we're diving into the sacred world of the bro codes. These are the unwritten rules that us bros need to live by in order to keep our friendship strong and our banter on point. So, without further ado, let's get into the 10 bro codes you should know by now. But before you know them, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, because if you don't, you will never see these amazing videos again. The 8, we've all broke it at one point. All right, let's kick things off with the golden rule of the bro code. Never date your bro's ex. This isn't just a rule, it's a way of life. Look, we all know the heart wants what it wants, but when it comes to your bro's ex, that heart better want something else. Why? Because dating your bro's ex is like stepping on a landmine in the middle of a perfectly good friendship. It's a betrayal that can shatter trust and send your bromance straight to the graveyard. Think about it. Relationships are messy enough without adding the awkward, "oh yeah, she used to date my best friend" dynamic. Even if your bro seems okay with it, trust me, deep down there's probably some lingering tension. Bros before, well, you know the saying. Respect your bro's history, no matter how ancient it feels. Whether they were together for 5 years or 5 minutes, that connection deserves to remain off limits. Now, let's spice this up with some juicy history. Did you know that this bro code rule has roots in ancient warrior cultures? Back in the day, loyalty between warriors was paramount. Betrayal of any kind, especially involving love interests, was seen as a breach of honor. While we're not swinging swords anymore, the principle still stands. Loyalty among bros is sacred. But here's the thing, this rule isn't just about avoiding drama, it's also about protecting the ecosystem of your friendship group. Imagine this, you start dating your bro's ex, and suddenly the group dynamic gets weird. People start picking sides, the vibe changes, and before you know it, your once legendary crew has crumbled into chaos. Not worth it, right? Now, let's address the inevitable question. What if she makes the first move? Bro, stay strong. A moment of weakness can lead to years of regret. Don't let a fleeting temptation ruin a lifelong friendship. If she's really into you, there are literally billions of other people out there who aren't your best friend's ex. Keep your priorities straight. And let's not forget the flip side of this rule. If a bro breaks this sacred code and starts dating your ex, how should you handle it? First, take a deep breath. Anger is natural, but it's important to address the situation maturely. Talk it out with your bro and let him know how you feel. If the friendship is strong enough, you might be able to move past it. But if not, well, that's why this rule exists, to prevent these situations in the first place. Here's a fun fact to ponder. Psychologists have found that people tend to be drawn to similar types of partners within their social circles. So it's not entirely surprising if you and your bro have similar tastes. But here's the kicker. Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. The bro code exists to steer you away from these tempting yet disastrous scenarios. Now, let me hit you with a hypothetical scenario to really drive this home. Imagine your bro introduces you to his girlfriend. You all hang out, have a good time, and maybe even become friends with her. A year later, they break up. Fast forward another year and she slides into your DMs. What do? Here's the answer. You shut it down. Politely, respectfully, but firmly. Even if you're single, even if you think she's amazing, you've got to remember the first rule of Bro Club: don't mess with your bro's past flames. And let's not forget the double standard trap. Ladies, if you're watching this video, you might think, but girls date their friends' exes all the time. Maybe so, but bros operate on a different wavelength. The bro code is about preserving the sanctity of friendship above all else. It's not about controlling anyone's love life. It's about making choices that prioritize loyalty and respect. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What if my bro gives me permission? Sure, in rare cases, a bro might say, "Hey man, it's cool," but even then, tread carefully. Permission doesn't erase history, and it definitely doesn't mean the situation won't stir up some weird vibes down the line. Plus, let's be real, how often does that pre-mission truly come without a hint of awkwardness or resentment? It's like walking into a minefield blindfolded. And here's where things get really interesting. Science backs this up. Did you know that studies on social dynamics show that loyalty and trust are the pillars of long-lasting friendships? When you date a bro's ex, you're essentially jackhammering those pillars into rubble. The friendship might survive, but it'll never be the same. To wrap this up, let me leave you with a piece of advice. If you value your friendships, don't gamble them away for a fleeting romance. The bros in your life are your ride-or-die crew, the ones who'll be there when relationships crumble, when life gets tough, and when you just need someone to share a pizza and some laughs. Don't jeopardize that bond over something as fleeting as a crush on an ex. So remember this, my dudes. The bro code isn't just a set of rules, it's a philosophy. And rule number one of that philosophy is simple. Live by it and you'll keep your friendship strong, your group drama free, and your bro card fully intact. Another most fundamental pillars of the bro code: always have your bros back. And this isn't just a rule, it's the lifeblood of every bromance, the glue that holds the brotherhood together. A true bro is ride or die, plain and simple. Whether your bro is crushing it in life or spiraling into a dumpster fire of chaos, your loyalty should never waver. Let's unpack why this rule is non-negotiable and sprinkle in some fascinating insights along the way. First, let's define what it even means to have your bros back. It's more than just showing up when things are easy. It's about being there when the chips are down, even if it's inconvenient, messy, or downright uncomfortable. Picture this. Your bro calls you at 2 a.m. because his car broke down in the middle of nowhere. Your first instinct might be to hit snooze, but as a bro, you throw on some pants, grab your keys, and head out. Why? Because having your bros back means being reliable no matter the situation. And let's be real, life is full of sticky situations. Maybe your bro got himself into some drama at a party, or maybe he's dealing with something more serious like a breakup or a personal crisis. In moments like these, your role as a bro is crystal clear. You show up, you listen, you help him strategize his way out of the mess, or at least distract him with pizza in a bad action movie. The point is, your presence alone can make all the difference. Now, let's dig a little deeper into why this code is so important. Did you know that having a strong support system, sucka ya bros, can actually improve your mental health? Studies have shown that friendships help reduce stress, increase happiness, and even boost your immune system. Yep, science says being a good bro isn't just good for your friendship, it's good for your health, too. So, when you've got your bros back, you're not just helping him out, you're strengthening that unbreakable bond between you two. But what does having your bros back actually look like in practice? Here are some scenarios where this code comes into play. The wingman emergency. Imagine your bro is striking out hard while trying to chat up his crush. As his wingman, it's your duty to swoop in and save the day. Whether that means hyping him up, cracking a joke to lighten the mood, or redirecting the conversation, you've got to be his social safety net. Remember, a wingman without loyalty is just a dude standing nearby. The fight night fiasco. Okay, let's say your bro accidentally bumps into someone at the bar and things start to escalate. Do you stand there sipping your drink like an innocent bystander? Absolutely not. You step in, de-escalate the situation if possible, and if not, you're ready to back him up. No one said the bro code was always peaceful, but loyalty is non-negotiable. The career crisis. Maybe your bro lost his job or bombed a huge presentation at work. This is where emotional support comes into play. Having his back doesn't just mean being there for the fun stuff. It means being a sounding board during tough times, offering advice if he asks for it, and reminding him that he's got what it takes to bounce back. But here's the thing. Having your bro's back doesn't mean blindly supporting bad decisions. If your bro is about to do something monumentally stupid, like texting his ex at midnight or buying a $500 pair of sneakers he can't afford, it's your job to step in and talk some sense into him. True loyalty isn't about saying yes to everything. It's about looking out for your bro's best interests, even if that means giving him a reality check. Now, let's get into some historical context, because loyalty among bros isn't a modern phenomenon. Think about the legendary bromances of history, like Alexander the Great and Hephaestion, or Frodo and Sam from The Lord of the Rings. These iconic duos didn't just coexist, they had each other's backs through thick and thin, whether it was conquering empires or throwing a cursed ring into a volcano. The lesson here? True brotherhood transcends time, culture, and even fictional universes. And let's not forget the unsung heroes of everyday bromances. Did you know that some of the most famous athletes and entrepreneurs credit their success to their inner circle of loyal friends? Take LeBron James and his crew, for example. They've stuck together since high school, building a network of trust and support that's helped each of them thrive. The takeaway? When you've got a solid squad of bros who have your back, there's no limit to what you can achieve. But let's flip the script for a second. What happens when you don't have your bros back? Well, the consequences can be brutal. Imagine your bro finds out you bailed on him during a crucial moment, like ditching him at a party when he needed a ride home, or leaving him to fend for himself during a heated argument. That kind of betrayal cuts deep and can leave a lasting scar on your friendship. Trust, once broken, is incredibly hard to rebuild. So don't be that guy. Always show up, even when it's inconvenient. Let's address the elephant in the room. What if your bro is wrong? Maybe he's acting out, making bad decisions, or picking fights he shouldn't. Does the bro code still apply? The answer is yes, but with a twist. You can have your bro's back while also holding him accountable. Loyalty doesn't mean enabling bad behavior, it means standing by him while helping him course correct. Call him out privately, offer constructive feedback, and help him grow into a better version of himself. That's what real bros do. To sum it up, always have your bro's back isn't just a rule, it's a way of life. It's about being reliable, loyal, and supportive no matter what. Whether your bro is in a bar fight, a career slump, or just in need of an emotional pick-me-up, you're there, ready to lend a hand or crack a joke. Because at the end of the day, the bro code is all about building bonds that last a lifetime. And this rule, it's the foundation of it all. Next, let's dive into Bro Code 3. Don't sabotage your bro's game. This one is a classic. It's the unspoken rule that separates the true bros from the amateurs. We've all been there. Your bro is trying to shoot his shot with a cute girl, and you're tempted to throw a little shade, crack a joke, or tell an embarrassing story just to get a laugh. But let me tell you, that's a rookie move. When your bro is working his magic, Your job is simple. Support him, don't sink him. Let's break this down. First off, sabotaging your bro's game is the ultimate betrayal. Think about it. Your bro has mustered up the courage to put himself out there. He's laying it all on the line, and then you swoop in with a joke that completely derails the vibe. Not cool, my dude. As a bro, your loyalty should always come first, and that means being the wind beneath his wings, not the anchor dragging him down. But why is this rule so important? Because confidence is everything. Studies have shown that self-assured people are more attractive and more likely to succeed in social situations. So, when you clown on your bro mid-conversation, you're not just embarrassing him, you're actively chipping away at his confidence. Whether it's goodwill, no one looks good when they're flustered or second-guessing themselves. Now let's talk about the role of the ultimate hype man, because that's exactly what you should be. If your bro is trying to impress someone, your job is to subtly, or not so subtly, hype him up. Maybe you drop a casual, "Oh yeah, he's the funniest guy I know," or "Did you know he just got a promotion at work?" It's not about lying or exaggerating. It's about highlighting your bro's best qualities and giving him that extra edge in the conversation. Think of yourself as the assist guy in basketball. You're not scoring the points, but you're setting him up to dunk. And let's not forget the art of knowing when to fall back. Sometimes, the best way to support your bro is to step out of the spotlight and let him shine. If the conversation is flowing and the sparks are flying, don't be the guy who interrupts with a random story about that time he ate 50 chicken nuggets in one sitting. Read the room, my dude. Your bro doesn't need competition or distractions. He needs space to work his charm. Here's an interesting fact to chew on. Wingman etiquette goes back centuries. In medieval times, knights had squires who would literally hype them up before jousting tournaments or battles. These squires weren't just servants, they were trusted companions who made sure the knight looked and felt like a legend. In a way, being a good bro in the game department is just a modern version of that. You're there to make sure your bro rides into the battlefield of love with confidence and swagger. But let's not sugarcoat it. There's always the temptation to clown on your bro for some cheap laughs. Maybe you think it's harmless fun, or maybe you're feeling a tiny bit competitive yourself. After all, who doesn't want to be the funniest or most charismatic guy in the room? Here's the thing though, when you sabotage your bro's game, you're not just embarrassing him, you're embarrassing yourself. It shows a lack of maturity and loyalty, and trust me, people notice. A true bro knows that lifting others up doesn't dim his own light, it makes the whole squad shine brighter. Now, what happens if you accidentally mess up your bro's game? Maybe you crack a joke that lands wrong, or you interrupt at the worst possible moment? The key here is damage control. Pull your bro aside, apologize, and ask how you can make it right. Maybe you need to set the record straight or help steer the conversation back in a positive direction. Whatever it takes, own your mistake and fix it. Bros forgive, but they don't forget, so don't let this become a pattern. Here's another scenario to consider. What if your bro is bombing hard and you can tell it's just not going to happen? Maybe the girl's not interested, or maybe your bro's just having an off night. In this case, your job isn't to criticize or make fun of him, it's to gracefully help him exit the situation with his dignity intact. Crack a lighthearted joke to ease the tension, redirect the conversation, or even suggest heading to another venue. The goal is to keep things positive and remind your bro that one bad interaction doesn't define him. And let's be real, sometimes your bro's game might involve a crush you secretly like too. This is where the bro code gets truly tested. No matter how tempting it is to swoop in and steal the spotlight, you've got to respect the code. Loyalty always comes first, and breaking this rule will only lead to drama, resentment, and a fractured friendship. Trust me, no crush is worth losing a solid bro over. Finally, let's end with a pro tip. Being a good bro in the game department isn't just about avoiding sabotage. It's about creating an atmosphere where everyone feels like a winner. Whether your bro lands the date or not, make sure he knows you've got his back. Celebrate his wins, laugh off his losses, and remind him that there's always another opportunity around the corner. At the end of the day, it's not just about the game. It's about the bond between bros. To sum it up, Bro Code 3 is all about loyalty, support, and knowing how to play your role. Don't sabotage your bro's game. Be the teammate he can count on, the hype man he deserves, and the friend who always has his back. Because at the end of the day, the Bro Code isn't just about rules, it's about building friendships that last a lifetime. So next time your bro's shooting his shot, remember your mission. Be a wingman, not a wingman. Code 4 is Wingman's duties are sacred. Now, being a wingman isn't just a title, it's a calling. It's a role that requires dedication, strategy, and a whole lot of charisma. So why is this duty so important? Let's break it down. The wingman is more than just a sidekick. You're the trusted advisor, the hype man, and sometimes the emotional support your bro needs when he's about to take a leap into the dating pool. Think of it this way. If your buddy is about to approach a cute girl at the bar, he's stepping into a battlefield. He needs reinforcements. And that's where you come in. Before the night even begins, it's crucial to have a pre-game strategy session. Sit down with your bro and discuss the game plan. Who's the target? What's the best approach? You want to make sure your buddy feels confident and prepared. And hey, this is the perfect opportunity to remind him of his strengths. Maybe he's got a killer smile or an epic sense of humor. Boost that confidence, because confidence is key. Once you're at the venue, it's all about reading the room. As a wingman, you need to have your radar on high alert. Is she feeling your bro's vibe? Does she seem interested? Pay attention. If it looks like things are going south, it's your job to swoop in with a quick save. Whether it's changing the topic or distracting her friends, you've got to be quick on your feet. Now let's talk about the Wingman Code of Conduct. There are a few rules you simply cannot break. Rule number 1, never leave your bro hanging. If he's in the zone, you stay by his side. No disappearing to the dance floor or chatting up other girls. Your focus is on him. Rule number 2, don't overdo it. Yes, it's your job to hype him up, but there's a fine line between cheering him on and making it awkward. Keep it cool and casual. A few well-timed compliments are great, but don't turn into a hype monster yelling, "You got this, bro!" across the room. That's a surefire way to make everyone cringe. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. Maybe your bro strikes out, or the girl turns out to be a real dud. That's when the art of distraction comes in. You need to have a few tricks up your sleeve. Whether it's a funny story, a hilarious meme, or even a sudden dance-off challenge. Your goal is to shift the focus and lighten the mood. Remember, you're there to make the experience fun, no matter the outcome. Now, every wingman needs an exit strategy. If things aren't going well, it's your job to assess the situation and make a graceful escape. A simple, "Hey, let's grab a drink," or "You want to check out that other spot?" can do wonders. You want to leave on good terms, ensuring your buddy doesn't feel defeated. Always reminding him that there are plenty more fish in the sea. And let's not forget to celebrate the small victories. Whether he gets a smile from the girl or even a simple, "Hey, nice to meet you," Be there to acknowledge it. Positive reinforcement goes a long way. This camaraderie is what makes the experience memorable and strengthens your bond as bros. After the night is over, it's time for the debrief. Grab some late-night eats and discuss what went down, what worked, what didn't. This reflection not only helps your bro improve for next time, but also allows you both to share some laughs about the night's adventures. So remember, being a wingman is not just a duty, it's an honor. The friendships you build through these moments of support and camaraderie are what the bro code is all about. Whether you're slaying it on the dance floor or just hanging out, always have your bros back. Next is bro code, the last slice rule. Now this isn't just about pizza, it's a metaphor for friendship, loyalty, and sharing the good stuff in life. Picture this. You're at a party. The pizza has just arrived and everyone is digging in. You're having a great time, but then it happens. The moment of truth. The last slice of that pepperoni goodness is sitting there, looking all lonely and begging for a home. What do? Here's the rule. Before you even think about snatching that slice, you need to look around. Is anyone else eyeing it? If so, offer it up. This small act of kindness not only strengthens your bond, but shows that you've got your bros back, even in the most trivial situations. Sharing the last slice is like a litmus test for your friendship. It's about more than just pizza. It's about demonstrating that you value your buddy's happiness as much as your own. Studies have shown that sharing food can strengthen social bonds. So, when you give up that slice, you're not just being a good bro, you're actively investing in your friendship. Now, what if you really want that slice? Here's where the negotiation comes in. You can always propose a minigame or a fun challenge. All right, how about this? Rock, paper, scissors for it. Winner takes the slice. Where this adds an element of fun and competition. Plus, it shows that you're willing to engage in a little friendly rivalry. Let's be real, sometimes the last slice can become a battleground. Have you ever had that moment when everyone pretends they're not interested, but you know they are? That's the pizza paradox. Everyone's waiting to see who will make the first move. This is where real bro skills come into play. You've got to read the room. If it's a close-knit group, don't be afraid to call it out. Guys, we all know someone wants this slice. Let's make it a contest. Now, not all situations are created equal. If your bro is on a diet or is feeling under the weather, the last slice rule can take on a new form. In these cases, it's not just about sharing, it's about understanding where your bro is at. Maybe you let him have the slice, or even better, you offer to grab him a fresh slice if it's available. That's true brotherhood. Philosophically speaking, the last slice can symbolize life's opportunities. Sometimes, life gives you one last chance to see something great, whether it's a job, a relationship, or that last slice of pizza. The key takeaway? Don't be greedy. Sharing leads to a richer life experience, and it'll come back to you when you need it most. And let's not forget, pizza parties are a staple in bro culture. Whether it's a game night or a chill hangout, pizza is often at the center. The last slice rule becomes even more meaningful when you're surrounded by your closest friends, sharing laughs, stories, and memories. It's these moments that forge unbreakable bonds. Number 6 on our list is no snitching. Now, this isn't just about keeping secrets. It's about loyalty, trust, and maintaining that unbreakable bond that we all cherish. First off, let's be real. Friendships thrive on trust. When you share a wild story or a little secret, you're opening up a part of yourself. It's like saying, "Hey man, I trust you with this." And if you go spilling the beans, not only do you break that trust, but you also risk ruining your bro's reputation. Imagine your homie's most embarrassing moment getting broadcasted to the world. Yeah, that's a friendship killer right there. Think about it. You and your bro are at a party, and he's had a few too many. He spills a secret that's been weighing on him, maybe about a crush or a personal struggle. The next day, he's feeling vulnerable. If you go blabbing about it, you are not just a snitch, you're a traitor in the eyes of the brotherhood. Let me tell you a little story. A buddy of mine had this epic crush on a girl in our friend group. One night, after a few drinks, he confided in me about his feelings. Now, I could have easily turned around and told everyone, but I knew that would break him. Instead, I kept it under wraps and helped him muster the courage to ask her out later. Spoiler alert, they are happily together now. Keeping that secret not only built trust, but also helped him land the girl of his dreams. But here's the kicker. No snitching doesn't just apply to personal secrets. It extends to all aspects of bro life. Your buddy confides in you about a job interview. Don't go blabbing to the entire squad about it until he's ready. This kind of respect builds a stronger brotherhood. Plus, it shows that you're not just there for the good times, but also for the vulnerable moments. Now, let's talk consequences. Being labeled a snitch isn't just embarrassing. It can lead to serious fallout. Imagine being at a party and everyone suddenly goes quiet when you walk in. You know why? Because they're afraid you'll spill their secrets too. You become the guy nobody can trust, and that's just a lonely place to be. And it's not just about friendships. It's about the collective culture of being a bro. We've all heard the phrase, bros before hoes. It's not just a catchy saying, it's a lifestyle. When you uphold the no snitching rule, you're not just protecting your friend, you're honoring the entire bro community. It's about being part of something bigger, where loyalty is currency and trust is the bedrock of all relationships. But what if your bro confides something that's genuinely concerning, like harmful behavior or something illegal? Here's where it gets tricky. Yes, you want to keep the code, but you also have a responsibility to look out for your bro's well-being. If you think he's in danger or making really poor choices, it's okay to approach the situation delicately. Maybe suggest getting help together or talking to someone who can provide the right support. At the end of the day, the no snitching rule is about building and maintaining those deep, unbreakable connections. It's about sharing moments, being there for each other, and knowing that your secrets are safe. Every time you keep a secret, you reinforce that bond, making your friendship stronger. Another essential bro code is bathroom urinal etiquette. You might think it's just a quick pit stop, but this is serious business. The bathroom is a sacred space where unwritten rules reign supreme. So, let's break it down. First off, the golden rule. Always leave one urinal between you and your bro. This is crucial. No one wants to feel like they're in a crowded elevator when they're just trying to relieve themselves. Respect that personal space. Think of it this way. You wouldn't want someone breathing down your neck while you're in the middle of a nature call, right? Now, if there are only 2 urinals available and one is already occupied, you have choices. You can either wait it out for the next one, or, if you're feeling brave, go to the one next to him. But if you do, prepare yourself for the ultimate bro code test. You might find yourselves exchanging awkward glances or trying to avoid eye contact like it's a staring contest. Here's the kicker. Should you strike up a conversation while you're both at the urinals? The answer is a firm maybe. If it's a quick, casual, "Hey, how's it going?" that's cool, but anything deeper? Nah, bro. Let's keep the convo for when you're both back in the real world. The bathroom is not the place for deep life discussions or venting about your day. Save that for after the flush. Once you've done your business, remember the exit strategy. Make sure to wash your hands. Seriously, hygiene is key. It's not just about being courteous to others, it's about respecting yourself. Nobody wants to be known as the guy who skips hand washing. And while you're at it, don't forget to use the paper towel to open the door. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. If you're rolling with a crew, bathroom trips can get hilarious. Ever notice how a group of guys will flood a restroom after a night out? It's like a scene from a comedy movie. But remember, if you walk in and see a line, don't be that guy who strolls right up to the urinal while your bros are waiting. You should either take the stall or stand in solidarity with your friends. When you're in a public restroom, it's a whole different ballgame. You might encounter some strange characters, and that's when the no eye contact rule really kicks in. Keep your head down, do your business, and get out. If someone walks in and you lock eyes, just awkwardly smile and pretend to focus on your task. It's all about survival of the fittest in this jungle. And let's not forget about the ultimate wingman move. If your bro is in there trying to gather his courage to approach someone outside, you might need to give him a quick pep talk while you're both at the urinals. Just remember to keep it low-key. You want to encourage him, but not broadcast the whole strategy to the world. Now, every bro has that one hilarious bathroom story. Like the time a friend accidentally walked into the wrong stall, or when someone thought it would be funny to do a dance while waiting. These stories are what make the bathroom experience memorable. So, share those laughs later, but keep it discreet while you're in the moment. Lastly, remember, respect goes a long way. Whether it's a casual hangout or a big night out, the bathroom is a place where everyone deserves to feel comfortable. So, always be courteous, and if someone is struggling with their zipper or has toilet paper stuck to their shoe, help them out. That's true bro behavior. Moving on to Bro Code 8. It's about one of the most dreaded tasks in the bro universe, moving. You know how it goes. Your buddy scores a new place, and before you know it, you're neck deep in boxes and furniture. But here's the deal. Helping your bro move is a sacred duty, but there are some definite rules to keep it fun and lighthearted. First off, let's get one thing straight. Always be there for your bro. This is a rite of passage in the bro code. But before you grab your lifting gloves and channel your inner Hercules, remember that your friendship is on the line here. Helping out shouldn't feel like a punishment, so set the stage for a solid day of lifting, laughing, and maybe a little chaos. Now, what's the first rule of moving? Pizza and drinks are non-negotiable. If your bro promises pizza, make sure he follows through. Nothing bonds bros like the smell of cheesy goodness after a long day of lifting heavy stuff. And let's be real, a cold drink in hand makes those heavy boxes feel lighter. Pro tip, offer to bring the drinks. Show up with a cooler full of ice-cold beverages. You'll be the hero of the day. Just avoid the temptation to bring something like kale smoothies. This isn't a health retreat, it's a moving party. A true bro knows that having the right tools makes all the difference. If your buddy hasn't rented a truck or doesn't have the right equipment, it's time to step in. Help him figure out the logistics, whether that means borrowing a truck from someone or even renting one. This is a classic instance of bros helping bros. And hey, if your bro is moving into a new apartment, remind him that those stairs can be a killer. If the elevator is out of service, just take a deep breath and channel your inner gym rat. But remember, no one likes a whiner. Keep the mood light with some jokes or funny stories to keep morale high. Moving day is like a real-life team-building exercise. You're not just lifting boxes, you're building camaraderie. It's all about strategy. Who lifts what, who carries the heaviest items, and who gets stuck with the dreaded couch. And by the way, if you're that guy who always ends up with the couch, it's time to negotiate some new terms. Fun fact, did you know that couch lifting is actually a science? There's a technique to it. Make sure you lift with your legs, not your back, and get a good grip. This is your moment to shine, and you don't want to be that guy who pulls a muscle and ends up sidelined. And once the heavy lifting is done, celebrate! Don't just leave your bro hanging in his new place. Crack open a few cold ones, order some food, and hang out. This is the perfect time to reminisce about the day and laugh about all the ridiculous moments. If your bro is feeling generous, he might just unveil that hidden stash of snacks he promised for after the move. Whether it's leftover pizza or a pack of cold cuts, the post-move feast is legendary. Now, here's the kicker. Know when to draw the line. If your buddy starts asking for help with every little thing, like organizing his sock drawer or rearranging his entire living room, it's time to put your foot down. You're not his personal moving service. You're a bro. Let him know you've helped him out plenty, and it's time for him to handle the rest. There's a fine line between being supportive and being taken advantage of. Another crucial bro code is celebrate your bro's wins. Whether it's crushing a presentation at work, scoring that hot date, or hitting a personal record at the gym, you gotta be there to cheer him on. Why is this so crucial? Well, think about it. Life can be tough, and we all face our own battles. When your bro achieves something great, it's not just a win for him, it's a win for the entire squad. Celebrating these victories fosters camaraderie and strengthens the bond between you guys. It shows that you're not just friends, you're a team. Let's talk about positivity. Supporting each other creates a ripple effect. Studies show that when people feel supported, they're more likely to achieve their goals. So, when your bro gets that promotion, don't just text him a "congrats, dude." Instead, show up with a cake, throw a little party, or take him out for some celebratory drinks. It's those little gestures that matter. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but what if I'm feeling a bit jealous? Listen, it happens to everyone. Maybe you're grinding hard and haven't seen the same results. But here's the deal. Jealousy has no place in the bro code. Instead of letting envy creep in, flip the script. Use his success as motivation to push yourself harder. Celebrate his win and let it inspire you to chase your own goals. And let's not forget, celebrating your bro's wins doesn't take away from your achievements. In fact, it adds to them. When you lift each other up, everyone shines brighter. A great way to do this is to acknowledge his efforts publicly. Give him a shout out on social media. Tag him in a post celebrating his accomplishments. Not only does this boost his confidence, but it also shows others that you're a supportive friend. Why not create some fun traditions around celebrating wins? Maybe every time one of you hits a milestone, you start a bro wins night. You could grab some food, play games, and reminisce about the challenges you faced to get there. Or how about a trophy? Get a little silly and create a Bro of the Month trophy that gets passed around. It could be something simple like a mini statue or a quirky item from the thrift store. Just make sure it comes with bragging rights. When you celebrate, make it personal. If your bro loves sports, why not take him to a game? If he's into video games, have a gaming night where you play his favorite titles. The key is to tailor the celebration to what he enjoys most. This shows that you genuinely care about his happiness. Remember, it's not just about celebrating the big wins. Sometimes, it's about acknowledging the struggles that led to those victories. If your bro has been through a rough patch, recognize the effort he put in to overcome it. A simple, "Dude, I saw how hard you worked for this, and I'm really proud of you," can mean the world. So don't underestimate the power of shared experiences. When you celebrate together, you create memories that strengthen your friendship. Years down the line, you look back at those moments and laugh. Whether it's that epic karaoke night after his big promotion, or the spontaneous road trip to celebrate a personal best, those experiences become part of your story as friends. Finally, bros, let's dive into one of the most essential rules in the bro code. Don't let your bro do something stupid alone. This one isn't just about having each other's backs. It's about making sure no bro flies solo on the struggle bus. First off, let's talk about the buddy system. This age-old principle isn't just for kindergartners. Whether you're heading out for a night of adventure or about to pull off a wild prank, having your bro by your side is crucial. Why? Because there's strength in numbers. Plus, if things go sideways, you want a partner in crime to help you navigate the chaos. Imagine this. Your bro decides it's a great idea to challenge the bouncer at the bar, thinking he can impress a girl by being all tough. Instead of letting him go in alone and potentially getting himself kicked out, or worse, you step in. You either talk him down, or if he's set on his path, you're right there with him. After all, what are friends for? Now, it's not just about preventing disaster. It's also about creating those unforgettable memories. Think back to those times you and your bros did something ridiculous together. Whether it was sneaking into a concert, trying to pull off a stunt, or just getting into harmless trouble, those moments become legends in your friendship. And let's be real, guys. Sometimes the stupidest ideas turn into the best stories. Remember that time you all tried to pull an all-nighter and it ended with someone falling asleep at the drive-thru? Or when you dared your bro to eat a whole pizza by himself and he actually did it, but then regretted it immediately? Those are the moments that bond you guys closer. But here's the kicker. It's also about accountability. You don't want your bro making a fool of himself, especially in front of someone he likes or at a big event. You step in, not just to save him from embarrassment, but also to keep the vibe alive. If he's about to do something he'll regret, it's your job to either talk him out of it or jump in and make it a shared experience. Think about it. If your bro's about to send that cringe-worthy text to his ex, you better be there to grab his phone and talk him down. "Dude, are you sure about this? Let's grab a drink and talk it out." That's real friendship. Now, what if he insists on going through with it anyway? That's where the struggle bus philosophy comes into play. You gotta be ready to board that bus with him. If he's gonna make a questionable decision, at least make sure you're there to help him navigate the aftermath. Let's say you want to try that wild stunt on social media. You know, the one that could end up on Fail Army. If he's hell-bent on it, grab your phone and film it. At least you'll have the footage to laugh about later, right? But also, you're there to make sure he doesn't get hurt and can get back to safety. And here's the most important part. Being there for your bro isn't just about the fun times. It's also crucial during tough moments. If your bro is dealing with a breakup or a rough patch at work, don't let him wallow alone. Show up, hang out, and keep him company. Sometimes, just being there to binge watch a series or grab some food can make all the difference. So remember, the next time your bro is about to do something questionable, don't just stand by. Be the voice of reason, the partner in crime, and the friend who makes sure no one goes down alone. After all, life's wild ride is way better when you've got your bros by your side. All right, guys, that wraps up our look at the bro code of not letting your bro do something stupid alone. It's all about solidarity, friendship, and making those epic memories together. Stay tuned for more bro codes, and remember, keep those bonds strong and the brotherhood alive. Peace out.